Good afternoon. Welcome to GG11 Compatibility Masterclass. I'm your guide for this life hack. My name is Dano. We're on part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, look at part 1. I would appreciate people sharing, subscribing, liking, blah, blah, blah. I would like this to go viral and worldwide. I plan to write a book about this. My attention deficit that I have, I utilise it in other things in life. I don't have the time at this moment to write the book. This information needs to get out there to help saving love and communication in the world. Yeah. Right, here we go. Today's topic is Western astrology. We have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. They are earth elements. We have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. They are air elements. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They are water elements. Then we have Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. They are fire elements. Now, I've added the elements on purpose because it gives context to the next graph that I will show you. Right, so we'll go through this. The elements, fire signs, right? Dramatic, impatient, impulsive, energetic, inspirational. That's fire signs. Water signs. Here. Water signs. Imaginative, oversensitive, nurturing, emotional, calm. Air signs. Unsympathetic, understanding, objective, unemotional, social. Earth signs. Hardworking, unimaginative, stubborn, dependable, practical. Now, the reason why I'm saying this stuff is because any which way you look at this whole combination, your birth date, the day you were born on, don't worry about the time, don't worry about the ascension side and this side and all that side, don't worry about that. We are doing a very basic collection of information that we can put together to give you a basic guide to life, because let's face it, everybody says, oh, how am I going to put a person in my life? Oh, I'm going to look at the way they look. Oh, they have the right attributes. No, the attributes are stemmed from your date of birth. Your personality, the day, the month, the year of your birth makes up the persona of the human being that you have become when you came to this energetic plane. Right. We'll get into a bit more energy stuff in a later videos that I will share. Right. Fire signs bring a lot of energy and enjoy being active in their relationships. They tend to enjoy fun outings and adventurous vacations as they can become disengaged by consistent routine. I get this, I'm a fire sign. They are passionate in their relationships and can even come off as self-centered when in love. This is because they feel their emotions so strongly that they sometimes fail to recognize their partner's presence as well. Guilty as charged. Earth. Earth signs bring ability and durability to partnerships. Oftentimes they struggle with limitations in their emotional range in terms of planning and structuring the relationship. They are often very involved with planning and attaining the material requirements. They are also among the most faithful of the elements, known for their loyalty and commitment to their partner. That's an earth sign. Now, that is also a Capricorn trait and a Taurus trait and a Virgo trait. I've had Capricorn partners. Right, air signs. Air signs bring great companionship as well as an intellectual stimulus to partnerships, but sometimes lack in emotional energy and responsiveness. In terms of companionship with a partner, air elements would seek someone to talk to, spend time with, watch movies with, etc., etc. They enjoy a variety of activities as long as they can be with their partner. Air signs, right? Water. Water signs bring the most emotional energy to partnerships. They are very intense and require a deep emotional connection to maintain their relationships. Their way of expressing their commitment in relationships is through a protective nature as well as checking in with their partner about their well-being and feelings. Now, the reason we've gone through the element signs of your signs, I've got to put my paperwork, sorry, is your elements are very, very important. Now, we'll come back to something that I talk about that other people have said, and I never got it until recently. So I've done a lot of learning in the last 12 months about stuff that I was learning for the last 40 years. There was a lot of stuff that I actually was taught and shown through my life that I didn't understand until the last 12 months. I'm 45 years old. 45 years ago. And what I find is what I have learned lately, I already learned, but I got to learn how to utilize it in life. So what we have here is we have these earth signs, we have these air signs, these water signs, these fire signs. How do they go together? Glad you asked. Let me explain. So what I've done is I've gone and I've researched a bunch of this information and I've grabbed what all resonates with all of them, and that's all I want to concentrate on. I don't want to concentrate on all the misinformation and all the other hobbledy-gobbledy bullshit that is attached to astrology, Chinese astrology, and numerology. Now, numerology is the final point. We will get into that tomorrow. So earth and air, not such a good mix. Air will blow the earth away. Earth will be a mountain and block the air. Just stick with me for a little while. Water. Water goes with water. Guaranteed. Good compatibility. Earth goes with earth, good compatibility. Air goes with air, good compatibility. Fire with fire, good compatibility. These are your compatible signs of great compatibility. Now, your good compatibility, which is still very good, but might not understand you as much, and you might not understand them as much, but you're still on the same wavelength. Earth and water. Water is propped up by the earth. Earth is hydrated by the water. See how words are spells? They are an explanation in their own. Fire boils water. Water puts out fire. Very important. Water and air, they don't mix. Air will blow the water away. The water will make the air heavy. Condensation. That's one for you. Fire and air. Air feeds the fire. Fire warms the air. Perfect. That's a good little combination. And it is a good compatibility. All right? Not a great compatibility like a fire, but I still see it as a great compatibility. And with earth, water and earth complement each other. Air and fire complement each other. Fire and fire burns hot. Air and air blows hard. Earth and earth, very grounded. Water and water, fluid. See that? See how that works? Now let's go to the next side. All right, we've learned a little here. You can screenshot all this stuff, I don't mind, or you can look for it yourself online. Now let's go to my little graph. Now I've had to redo this. I've redone this video a few times because I still don't have any editing software, and the camera I bought just didn't want to play the game. Now, hold on 2 secs. I need to do something. Give me a minute. Rightio. I had to put some background music on for myself. Just helps me to settle. So I'll put a bit of Janis on. A bit of Janis Joplin. So what we've got here, we have our Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Our green smiley faces are our great, our matching fire signs and water signs, right? And this is the thing. This is where we need to match. We need to match those elements. Those elements need to be matched to something that helps. And this is a part of the compatibility status. So, okay, what we have here, we have good is the blue tick, black is questionable. So a lot of astrology will go into the black ones being possibilities and good possibilities. No, I don't believe they are. I think we have 6. Being 12 star signs, we have 6, right? 6, which are our compatibles. that are easy to get along with. Now, if you're in a non-compatible relationship, it's just harder work, guys. I'm not telling you to leave your partner. I'm telling you it's going to be harder work. So then you look at my whole formula and you look at where you're not compatible. Okay, let's say a Libra with a Scorpio. Then you look at the personality traits of the Scorpio to the personality traits of the Libran, right? So, okay, we will do that. So the personality traits of the Libran: irresistible, adventurous, lavish, indecisive, complicated love life, right? And what do we say to Scorpio? Right. Self-reliant, powerful, wise, dominant, secretive. There is things that don't gel. Now, your day, month, and year of birth, that's your personality. That is what makes up the human that you have come here to be. Right? So this stuff is important. You need to match your star signs. You need to match your Chinese astrology. That's 30%. That's 30%. Numerology is the last 30%, which adds up to 90%. And 10% I have allowed for interests, common interests. So if you don't have common interests, that's fine. Interests can be built. Interests can be built upon. It can be an external thing to come in. Whereas your day, your month, and your year of birth cannot be changed, just like your gender. You can reassign it and you can change it, but it will still be the same. You were still born on this day. You were still born this way. Right. I don't care. Look, I have no qualms whether people care, believe, utilise this stuff, what they think of me. I don't know if you heard that. That's my cat. She's like 20 years old and she has to eat half meals, and then she's just eaten some dog bickies and made herself sick. Because she doesn't believe she's a cat. Anyway, guys, enough of wasting time, because that's what this is all about. This is all about not wasting time anymore. Having a basic compatibility guide, which is what this is, means you can do what would take you 10 years to go through the ringer over and over and over with everybody else. All of a sudden, you can cut that out and you don't even need to do research and development on your relationships and your compatibilities and your love life and your work life and any of the other stuff. You can literally calculate exactly what you need. It blew me away when I found this. This came to me. I didn't just create this. All the information. I asked the one question. I had that one statement my whole life. There must be an easier way. I have the easier way. Share it with the world. Please share this with everybody. Tomorrow's episode will be numerology, and then the day after I will do an episode which will be an overview, and then I will do a candid chat. Right? I'll do 5 videos on this. So I'm going to take approximately an hour and a half of your life, maybe 2 hours of your life, to give you the ultimate life hack. And I'll explain why on my overview. Right, so if you're Leo, like me, Aries is good, Leo is good, Sagittarius is good. They're fire signs. Taurus, no good. Tauran is... See, I still don't even know this stuff off the top of my head. Taurus is an earth sign. So Taurus, no good. Cancer is water sign. Where are we? Yep, water sign. Virgo, I'm just reading this stuff off my little piece I've got over here. Earth sign. Scorpio is, and a lot of people will just know this stuff, water sign. Capricorn is earth sign. Pisces is water sign. Right? So this gives you that idea, right? Now, you can find these online. I do have some online that I have found, but I can't remember the actual address. But I will show you one. Now, I changed this a little bit on purpose because I have found a couple. Now, I can't remember where I got this from. So if you created the page this come from, I would love for you to put this in the comments of where you get it. Yeah? So what I did was I downloaded a bunch of these, and then I went through and I looked at everything that was the same. And that's why I have my yes and yes, yes. And then I try not to concentrate on the negative and the no's. I try not to do that at all. So the red crosses could all be question marks, because at the end of the day, people are going to date who they're going to date. But what it all comes down to is you need to understand who you should be dating. So, okay, I am a goat, right? So I'm a 79 goat, and I am a Leo. So I need to be dating an Aries, a Gemini, a Leo, a Libran, a Sagittarian, or an Aquarius that is either a rabbit, a goat, or a pig. Then I have 2 tiers of 3. So then I'm 60% compatible with that person. And tomorrow we'll go into the last 30%. And if they're into cars and cruising nice cars and doing the things that I do and working on cars and motorbikes and stuff, because that's all I do, is just creative stuff, then that's another 10%. But this gives you your 60%, your 30%, your 30%. So monkey, 1980. Rat, 1984. Dragon, 1976. So, say you're a Capricorn and you're a dragon. You're a 76 Capricorn, let's say. So then you come across here and you go, okay, so I should be dating a Taurus. I should be dating a Cancer. I should be dating a Virgo. I should be dating a Scorpio. I should be dating a Capricorn. Or I should be dating a Pisces. Now, because you're a 76 dragon, you should also be dating a monkey, a rat, or a dragon year. It's basic, guys. That basic. This is so simple. You can refine it further. You can do the moon side of it, and you can do the ascension and the retrograde of Mars and all the rest of the stuff that they do all the way down to the minute of your birth. But you don't need to go to that extent to have a basic guideline, and that's why we're here, because I'm giving you all the basic guideline. It's free for you all. I only ask for one thing. Share, get other people to subscribe. I don't mind if people don't watch my videos. I do a lot of car stuff. I do a lot of creating stuff. But at the end of the day, I have some information to give, and I think the world deserves to have this for free. And then out of that, if people like, share, subscribe, and my channel grows and I get views, I will make money that way. And it will just cost you 2 hours of your life. And if 10 million people watch and give me 2 hours of their life, they will gain years. So younger people will gain years upon years upon years. And it all comes down to your date of birth. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know anything else about somebody, just their date of birth. And from there, you can make your decisions. I shit you not. This is real. Tomorrow we'll finish the third part, so that's where we're at. All right? You want to date great, which is your sign, your element sign is the greatness. And then the good, which is still a really compatible partner, is your element that will gel with your element, as to say. I hope I come across understandable to a point. I understand what I'm doing. I understand what I'm saying. But not everybody understands what I'm saying. And a lot of you guys out there will be the wrong star sign, so you won't agree with me. You won't like my persona. You just won't gel. Don't worry about me. Worry about the information. Knowledge is power. They have removed this from us and they have diluted, and there's so much misinformation in the astrological realm it's not funny. Now, real astrologers could actually refine this down to such a point it's not funny. And I would love to see a top-notch numerologist. Now, I follow Gary the Numbers Guy, GG33, hence why I'm GG11, right? So it's a genius guide 11. I'll explain the 11 tomorrow. This is where we're at. We're close. Next step, I'll talk to you tomorrow's video. Part 3 will be all about numerology. Now, I'm no specialist in any of these fields. I learned everything I know from books and from the internet. It can be refined so much further, this can. I think dating apps and everything else have it all wrong. Everybody has it wrong. They've all gotten way too complicated. I have simplified it. 3 tiers, 30% a tier. You need minimum 2. You need minimum 60%. So as long as you've got 2 compatibility tiers, you have a good foundation. Now, everything that is strong in this world that is built on a good foundation. If you don't have a good foundation, your building will topple. I say this because I have witnessed 75-year-olds get divorces. I've witnessed 60-year-olds get divorces, 30 to 50 years with somebody, and they weren't compatible. They fought about their whole life. And right at the end, they've decided, I've had enough. This isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I signed up for. I don't want that anymore. I have the formula to change that whole scenario. See you tomorrow. Bring your book, write this stuff down, screenshot, and what we'll do is I will do a complete video of links at some stage. Don't know when I'll have the time to do this, but I'll make the time to do it, and I'll do a complete video of links, and I'll put up a bunch of links, and I'll put up a bunch of charts and things so they can be screenshot. And then I need to put my reference to my screen, to my charts for your screenshotting. I need the reference put up to pay those people for the time that they did. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.